Do's and don'ts of supporting neurodivergent people. Hi everyone, if you're new, welcome. My name is Alyssa and I am an advocate for people who have ADHD and autism, and I'm proud to say that I have autism myself. I discovered my autism about 3 years ago, and I am very determined to educate people, especially right now, on autism and ADHD and why it's important to support and uplift people who have these hidden disabilities. So the following slides will be information on how we can help people who have these disabilities feel like they can fit in. How can we show support and kindness to people who are neurodiverse? 1. Listen to their perspectives. Sometimes people who have these special needs deserve to have their voices be heard, and they see the world and experience the world much differently than the normal person. Next is educate yourself about neurodiversity. I can't tell you how many times people have come up to me and told me, wait, autism and ADHD are somewhat similar? Yes, they actually are. They're coined under the term neurodiversity. Neurodiversity is basically a way you experience the world through sensory perspectives, social perspectives, and that kind of stuff. But learning more about these kinds of issues can be very beneficial. Next up is be patient and understanding. I cannot express how many times I've had people who become annoyed by me because I come off as very hyper and energetic and very outgoing and sometimes strong in those ways. And being patient and understanding to people like me who struggle with being very energetic and very social can be very helpful indeed. Next up, we have respect, stimming, and other coping mechanisms. Honestly, allowing someone, as long as it's safe, allowing them to have a fidget ball, to smell their hands back and forth, as long as they're not harming anyone, you should let them, because this is the way that they are experiencing their sensory ways. So like chewing hair, as long as it's not like making marks. Like I cannot tell you how many times when I was younger that I would have like a little line on my face from sucking my hair. So as long as, it's not putting anyone in harm, not putting them in harm, let them. Let them. If they're talking to themselves, let them. If anything, let them. Be clear and direct in communication. Sounds simple, right? But when you think about it, most of the time when I'm told something by someone, sometimes it feels like you're explaining to me so much information that I can't really process it. It just gets lost, and I just try to listen to the different bits and pieces. So my advice is to break it down. And sometimes that can come from like saying, hey, do you understand this? Or if you're neurodiverse and are able to advocate for yourself in that regard, say, hey, I'm kind of lost in what you said. Can you maybe simplify it so I can understand? Lastly, this is so important, but advocating for their needs when appropriate. So this can be anything from like a caregiver or just the person in general. If you can advocate for yourself, like, hey, I'm feeling overwhelmed. I'm feeling, not social. My social battery isn't working. Advocate. Advocate, advocate, advocate. I cannot stress enough how important that is. Advocate. Again, that could be a caregiver. They can say, you know what? Tommy isn't feeling the best right now, but he can play again tomorrow. Or he can continue playing when he feels like it. Can be advocating. Again, it just is individual based. Next up, what not to do. Do not make assumptions about them. If they cannot verbalize, that doesn't mean they can't communicate. Communication looks different depending on the individual. For instance, what I'm doing with my hands, that's being nonverbal. I'm communicating nonverbally. People with autism can can communicate, but just in a different way. Try to normalize behavior. Again, you just have to find that balance. As long as they're not putting anyone in harm or yourself in harm, it shouldn't be a bother. You should, like if they're stimming, if they're using echolalia, say, hey, they are doing this because this is making them feel normal. This is making them feel sane and in control of themselves. Next, dismiss their struggles. Do not say, oh, you can't be lazy. No, this is an executive functioning problem. And executive dysfunction can limit people's abilities to function properly. So, like, if I want to go get a drink of water and I'm sitting down watching a TV show, sometimes hours will go by before I go get a drink of water because I'm just not motivated. I'm just like, the task is so overwhelming to me. So, responding with, you don't look autistic when someone says their diagnosis. Autism is a spectrum, and it's a spectrum for a reason. And if you don't know about autism, please educate yourself. Find resources, find stuff that can help you be more informed on this matter. Do not say help to be more normal. We use the words support so we can feel like we belong and we can float. Speak over or for them. Do not speak over or for them. Please do not. We can speak for ourselves. Again, it's all about balance. And if you can find a way to find that sweet spot where you are not really speaking up for them, just like saying, hey, you're feeling upset, right? Don't say, oh, you're feeling upset. No. I hate it when people say, well, you look upset. No. And then lastly, advocate for their needs when appropriate. Do not do that. Honestly, like I said, it's all about balance. It can look differently depending on the person. So if you feel like maybe they are not able to verbalize that, ask them if they need to be able to communicate this with you. In the end, it's all about showing support and kindness to neurodivergent people. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, comment, or even just message me, and I'll see you later.